when you create your profile views, for example, side, top, front, try to always sketch them either in scale or half scale so that you have a real precise representation of the proportion of your object. Very often the problem I see is somebody starts with a hand sketch, which is not really in scale, and then they bring it into a computer modeling program, use it as a backdrop, start sketching the 3D model, and then I realize that the 3D object does not look or does not turn out the way how they envision it through the sketch. The problem was the sketch wasn't really very representative. Probably the sketch actually looked good. However, it's really imperative that your proportions and your scale are really down on your sketch. And for example, what you see here, the joystick, the scale is 1:1. So if I take this line, you can see it is really 10 centimeters. This line here is really 13.5 centimeters. So if I bring this into alias, it is really that what I will get. And to prevent extra work in alias when you bring in those images and map them on a canvas, it is also very advisable that you try to center your sketches on this page, because then they are centered on the canvas in alias. You see this line is lined up with my vertical page center, and the same is also true for my top view. This line and this line are lined up with this line and this line. Now when we go and export that sketch, or if you're inside Photoshop, you don't have to do those only in Illustrator. And I go to desktop and say export with artboards because I want the full page, and then maybe I use JPEG. I select export, RGB. Try not to work with a 72 ppi. Try to work with 150. You don't have to go 300, but with 150 you have a little bit more pixels you could really work with, so you can zoom in a little bit better. And if you do this, for example here, that is my sketch on the desktop, and when I open my information palette, you can see the amount of pixels, and that is the format of that page, letter with 150 dpi.